So, here's the deal with the job. You know, if you're up for it, I figure it might be a good opportunity to make some credits, Vertigo. But if you're in, you're in. And if you're not in, we need to know now. Seems like you're all on board so far. But if I'm gonna tell you any more, then I gotta make sure you're in. What do you say?
Weren't we maybe in the negotiating phase on how many creds, since this was kind of an extra risk on top of an extra risk, and like pissing off an entire, you know, kind of jumpy group?
Well, listen, that's up to you. I mean, if you botch the job, or, you know, if you don't do a great job, then you could end up pissing off a whole lot of people.
I mean, well, yeah, but even if we do a great job and they know something's wrong and they look into us, you know, try to search us down or find you, you know, there's extra complications that could come down the road. This ain't our first rodeo.
Fair, but I need to know if you're in for this job or not before I tell you any more details.
And before we get to the negotiating part.
Very human. I can reassure you that Jakev is someone of great integrity. We can certainly trust them. I have done many business with them.
I ain't worried about that. In all honesty, you seem like a stand-up gentleman.
Well, I mean, he's right. We just gotta not mess up the job, right?
Well, yeah, that's ain't what I'm getting at.
Here's what I can tell you before you agree on anything. It's going to involve going to Ceres and heading to one of the agricultural hubs there. It's owned by Governor Wilcox, and you will be diverting some attention from the Zodiac Hearts here.
Do I know Governor Wilcox, or does anybody know Governor Wilcox, like his reputation, or like what kind of a person he is?
You can make I think this will just be a regular old fortune roll.
Okay. Any bonus dice or anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay. You've definitely heard of Governor Wilcox. Kind of like the head honcho over at Ceres. There's not really much it's not, forget what the correct terminology for it is, if it's a dwarf planet or what, but it's not exactly hospitable. It's kind of just people do water mining there. They'll mine ice basically, and beyond that, people usually go to the space station, and there's a bunch of various farms and things, but it's kind of just a big asteroid for all intents and purposes. So it's when I say governor, the governor is kind of in charge of that stuff, really, and making sure everybody plays nice.
Okay.
As far as a reputation goes, I would say that you don't know much about their reputation beyond some pretty straightforward stuff, which is doesn't really get along with any of the other like government. It kind of he's looked down upon by a lot of people, even though Ceres is very important.
as a transportation hub, refueling station, and a mining processing station, really. So it's kind of like looked down on. But beyond that, I don't think you know too much about personal reputation or anything.
Okay. Nothing worth speaking up about then. I was gonna say, like, if he was like, you know, a really good dude or a really bad dude, then I might have something to say. But if there's not much to know there, then
there's a lot of like arguments and things that you might see like on television, you know, like stuff like that, you know, like when somebody's not being respected as much or they feel like they're not being respected as much as they should be. Those kinds of arguments.
So, in terms of payment, I think 10 cred is very fair.
Well,
That's a lot of credits.
maybe we agree that we will listen to the job offer. You have our agreement of confidentiality, but we gotta find out how serious this is and the level of difficulty.
Well, you're not killing anybody. Just to get
that's
that,
fair.
just to make that clear. I mean, unless, you know, things go south.
Okay, let me ask you this. Say we did mess this job up, which we won't, because we're very good at our job. But if we did, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed off will Wilcox be?
Oh, if Wilcox finds out that it was you that did it, probably pretty pissed.
Now, there's one other thing here. Because I agree, we're not gonna mess this up. That's not our thing. I will also say, and this you mentioned distraction. We're good at not being so quiet. So you want a distraction, we can do that. We can pull heat. But you know, as a licensed bounty hunter, this ain't a licensed job, right?
No.
No. Our last job was 10 cred, and that's on the level. I think you're gonna have to bump it up if you're gonna want us to be doing this under the radar.
So that's kind of a lie. Your part of the job was 2 credit.
It's a half truth.
I mean, he did get paid, or well, we did get paid 10
Truth. You
cred.
extrapolate 2 cred a piece. That's 10 if it's all of us.
We've got repair costs and stuff.
That wasn't one job. You did 2 different jobs.
Well, I mean, I didn't have to specify that.
So what I would like is a roll.
Sure.
Does he possibly get a bonus from me helping?
That's up to you. Whoever wants to help can help. It costs you 1 stress to
Would
help.
that be a sway or command in this context? They're the same for me. I'm just curious.
This is a sway, I think. What were you going to
I'd
say,
agree.
Peace?
Oh, I was going to say that I could help too, but if she has a better reason.
Multiple can help.
I still got stress.
I will help.
Hey,
I would
listen,
like my friends to kiss
Honestly,
contractually.
you have a better you already spoke up. So I think the person that would be best to, or
Yeah.
the person that would be ultimately best would be Vertigo to help out. But I was just offering help in case anybody else didn't want to.
I mean, I think multiple can help, but that might be incorrect.
Yeah, I don't think there's a limit. I think you just all take stress every time it happens.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe Vertigo and I both help.
Let me check. This is a
I don't know.
good one to check.
Just make sure to stub your toe real hard so she can relieve some stress later. And follow my advice too. How about that?
Yeah, right. Right.
So let's see here.
Stress for all, more cred for all.
And just as a just to keep this in mind, 10 credits
The
in
wheeling
and of
and
itself.
dealing.
It says in the player's handbook, it says 8 cred, a treasure trove, 10 cred, a small personal ship. That's what you can get for 10 creds.
Yeah.
You can buy another ship. So it's a small fortune, 10 creds.
It's like, it's the equivalent of about 50,000 credits, which
Yeah,
is
it's-
a good chunk of change.
You always gotta ask for more. You always there's the rule one in negotiation is you don't undersell yourself. Come on, we're all on the
The worst they
internet.
can say is no.
Yeah, and then we don't have a job that's not on the level.
I don't know how many people can add to this. The only reason I'm a bit skeptical of doing too many is because you have 5 players. And
Yep.
if you are helping each other every time you do a roll, it's very...
You don't want like 10 extra bonus dice. I get that.
Yeah.
It costs us though, dude. Like,
That is awesome.
there's a cost to this. Like, you work your way to trauma, you get 4 of those, and that's it. You're retired.
Also,
So like, stress
what?
isn't meaningless.
You know what? Sure, why not?
oh god.
I'm serious. Like, I
You
think,
stress
like,
me out
I
IRL
think
when you do that
twice.
shit whack.
Anytime I want
I
to push
know.
myself or help out or whatever.
Shit.
I will
So who's
take one
helping?
stress to help.
Okay. Vertigo.
Jakev,
Uh-huh.
Jakev, one thing to consider. You are starting a new relationship here with my friends, and you have heard of them. Their reputation begins to precede them. You know that we are only on the up and up.
Whoop.
Perhaps.
Sorry. I don't know how the fuck that. Oh, the corner of my keyboard hit my fucking my stream deck.
Happy
Hold on.
Indie Saturday, Z.
Sorry, guys. There we go.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand, Vertigo, but, listen, cred is cred. We don't exactly have an infinite supply here. And it's still a good chunk of change for this job in and of itself.
Anybody else
Well-
helping?
I am. I've already been arguing with him, though.
So we don't know what the cargo is at all yet, do we?
No.
We just know it's not living.
We know
Correct.
it's not
That's
living
one of our
or
stipulations.
living like you. Correct.
Sentient.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely not
And
sentient.
living like you is reductive. I live, okay?
My bad. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was.
Are you a
insensitive
human
of me.
first spy, you piece of shit?
That was insensitive of me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to deal with my past issues. All right.
So we got one person helping or 2? Are you helping
2.
as well? Okay. Eden and Vertigo both helping.
All right. Position. Doubt this is controlled. But maybe.
Risky.
All right.
Effect
And,
will be limited.
Yeah, that's not surprising. All righty.
Sure it's not desperate?
Positive.
I don't want. Not yet. I don't want to be desperate. Not in this. Not in this situation. All right. 2 bonus die. Sway. Here we go. 4, 4, 4.
That's 5 4s in a row, dude. I rolled 2 4s too.
Yes.
What the
Unbelievable.
hell? What the? All right. Well, partial. I'll take a partial. Kind of lean up against the cargo container.
All right, the most I can do is 11 cred. And that's it. Final offer.
I think that's fair. What do the rest of y'all think?
All right.
I think that's fair. I would like, after the mission is complete, do you think there would be a way for us to know what we were transporting? I'd rather not beforehand.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what you're transporting before. It's
Oh.
kind of important.
Oh, very well then.
Fair enough.
I figured,
And he looks over towards you, Vertigo.
I figure with Vertigo on your team, it's gonna be kind of important.
Well, what is it?
Intriguing.
So,
just to make sure. And Jacob looks around, and the other people with like weapons that are just kind of like hanging out by the crates, they've got them lowered and whatnot, but they've they've got them nearby and ready just in case. Are keeping a mindful eye on you.
So you're gonna do the mission.
We all good?
Yeah?
Code, you ain't said nothing for a bit. How you
I
feeling?
am observing.
So is that well, you can only observe so far. You gotta, if you're gonna join us, you're gonna join us, you ain't.
Consent is important.
Can I touch you?
What?
Can I touch you? I'm doing the thing where I ask. Normally I just do it. You can say no.
Why?
Then I'll continue observing at a distance. I just want to make sure you're not in it, or whatever we're doing is going to harm Alora.
Well, it might.
Because if it does, I'll be a little angry.
I mean, listen.
There are always risks.
Exactly. There's always risks on these kinds of jobs.
So why do you have so many of these individuals, if you trust Alora, with weapons?
I do
He doesn't trust us.
Exactly.
Alora is a known quantity. The rest of us are not. He's taking precautions, which is understandable.
This puts her in danger. So I will remain quiet and observant.
All right, he's in. Yep, that sound right, Alora. He's usually in these sorts of situations.
Yes. Let us proceed.
We are in.
Okay. So here's the deal. Governor Wilcox, as I'm sure you're aware, owns one of the largest agricultural centers around Ceres. He's responsible for a lot of the food that moves through that area. Specifically, he's in charge of various crops, various grains and soy, and, since our drug production business has been doing so well lately.
Specifically, Jacob looks towards Alora.
I am beaming.
Well, we need to take some of the heat off of us. And one of the best ways to do that is to get Governor Wilcox in trouble with his own security people. So, the cargo that we're going to have you plant, literally plant, at the agricultural center is a bunch of, well, various illegal crops. Specifically, Alora, we were hoping that you could help out with that. We're going to need these crops planted, and we're going to need some evidence planted and sent to the appropriate people so that Governor Wilcox gets in trouble. And we figure that will take the heat off of the Zodiac Hearts for now. We've been moving a lot of product through that area lately.
I do have a fondness for growing things.
I figured you might like it. So
this isn't a simple cargo run.
Oh no.
You require us to plant things, and is there any work involved in getting them to grow, or just plant the seeds?
Oh no. You just have to plant the crops there. They're not seeds or anything. Just the crops themselves will be just fine. So basically, the agricultural center, it's kind of led by like one farmer. You know, they have a farmer that's in charge of managing the various crops, and then they've got a few other personnel and things about. But primarily, the one lead farmer runs most of the station. And got a new one coming in 3 days. Goes by the name of Ray Brell. And Ray has a bunch of access codes. We're going to need you to get those access codes from Ray and get on to the station, the agricultural center itself. And we're going to have to plant these crops and hack the computer databases there on site to show that the crops have been there for some time. Once you do, you just got to get out clean. If you run into anybody, well, it's up to you how you deal with them. But if you are seen, you're going to have to, I don't know, probably either delete and fake any camera logs that show up there, disrupt any data transmissions that go out. But it's up to you if they die or not. We don't really care.
Would you mind saying his name one more time?
Ray Brell.
Thank you.
Do we know what this Ray Brow looks like at all?
Yeah. Got some data on him, but it's kind of minimal. Just found one image there on his social media. There you go.
Very basic looking. At least this one has eyebrows, right?
Yeah. That's
For
teeth.
now.
So, got a partial identification on his ship. Got the ID tag Cashew. I don't know what it means, but it's some kind of small hauling ship. Got a little bit of information on what you're dealing with at the actual facility itself, if you need that.
Cashew is the name of Ray Brell's ship. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How
It's
long you been
ID.
hauling for?
Excuse me?
How long has he been hauling for?
Hauling? Oh, I don't know. I just know what kind of ship it is.
Do we have a last known location on that ship?
Yeah, we can get you the flight plan. We've had him held up at the jump gate for a little bit of time.
Ah, all right. So I'll hold him up,
So the
sneak
current-
in.
Yeah, the current plan is to have them coming through in about 3 days. You don't want to go anywhere near that jump gate, though. The security's going to be real tight around the jump gate, as always.
No, I ain't gonna mess with that. But if we're on the other side and do a little intercept, yeah, that could be all right.
I am concerned about the length of time that it will take to plant these crops. It adds to our, well, risk of being caught the longer it takes to plant these. Are they relatively easy to plant and will be done quickly?
Well, that's up to Vertigo. I mean, I don't think it should take very long. Vertigo's pretty good making those kinds of judgments. What do you think, Vertigo?
I have a few ideas. I do not think it would be of any trouble.
The facility itself consists of storage warehouses, loading hangars, farm domes where the actual farming is done and they have plenty of light coming in, maintenance tubes, irrigation, drone worker stations, and the actual Ceres Sec station that's aboard. as you can imagine, food is pretty precious in the solar system, so
Yes,
they do keep an eye on it.
that is, you have preempted my next question. Once we have access to the fields that we are to plant these crops in, are there cameras, drones, guards to deal with?
Oh,
Or
yes.
once we're inside, we'll be. Oh,
All
please
of those
elaborate.
things. Well, I don't know any of the specifics on the station. That's another thing. Besides these actual facilities, we don't have any idea of how many cameras there are or any sort of idea of how much security will be there. The security kind of moves through here and there whenever they can, but I don't imagine it would be that heavy of a security. It's not like you're boarding a battleship or anything here.
Code. How comfortable
Yes.
are you, and how skilled are you, would you say, at, well, commandeering camera systems?
I was expecting to just do a loop.
So not difficult for you then?
No. The sense in turning off the cameras, I would say, would probably spike an alert, but looping them in a certain interval may buy some more time. The drones are the other problem. But I could possibly take over those drones and continue them on a loop patrol that works in our favor.
You've
Well,
already
it is
done.
my understanding if we are not seen by the cameras, the drones will not be released. One would hope.
But why would we waste perfect drones?
That's unless they're worker drones. But
Even
that's
so.
right, that's beside the point. Code can handle it, right?
What about living guards? Do you have any information on that?
No idea. I mean, there'll definitely be some guards that are patrolling through, but like I said, this isn't a battleship or anything that we're talking about. I imagine that if you do run into security, most of it will be off of the actual facility.
If we do run into a live specimen security, we can overload their thoughts and possibly make them pass out.
I don't know how you do that kind of thing, but whatever, it doesn't really matter to us. Like I said, this job doesn't require killing, but it's not important.
It wouldn't be killing. It would just put them into a state of.
I think what
Would you
he's
like
trying to
to-
say is that's fine.
I was going to show an example.
Maybe let's not show off here. Yeah, that's
This Ray Brell that you spoke of, the new, what was his title?
Lead farmer.
Very well. He's not on the take, is he?
I don't have any idea. We haven't had a
Oh.
chance to communicate with this person at all. If you want to buy them off, that's fine. That's up to you. But you just got to make sure that they're not, loose-lipped.
Of course. I was just
Now-
curious as if this would be an encounter that Ray would be either expecting or open to persuasion.
Again, I don't know.
Very well.
Do you know if there are any schematics or anything available of the place?
Please make a fortune roll for me.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Tonight. Oh god, if I can find fortune on this page.
below contacts on the right side.
Oh wow, it is. I had to scroll down. Okay.
Buses and chat, please.
Dice.
Oh, wow!
Damn. Now, if you,
Gambit?
now let me ask you this: since it's a roll, both take the lowest. Does that still count as a crit or not?
It's gonna count as a crit in this case. I'm not gonna look it up.
Perfect.
All right. Should I add a gambit then as a result to Molly?
Do you add them for fortune rolls?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
I know
I'm not
other
sure.
crits, yes, but this one I don't know.
A 6 on a critical or risky action.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Cool. Okie dokie. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will not.
Okay.
So damn good.
So, yeah, let me hand them over. And you get an idea of this layout of this station. It's essentially a whole bunch of domes, right? Where all the crops are maintained. It looks a lot like a space station. It's kind of, there's a long kind of cylinder running through the middle that connects all the various different sections of this place. Which means that there's kind of like one main like hallway that connects everything, but there are maintenance tubes that run through to the various sections, which could be used for, not so legal means. You have, I will paste this into the chat here. These various sections of the facility. As far as the storage warehouses go, there is basically like one for each of the various crops that are maintained there. And we can say there's probably something like 10 different crops that are maintained. They've got a large soy production area and various other grains and things. There's loading hangars. There are like an irrigation area to make sure that everything's properly like irrigated and like hydroponics are set up. They have a drone worker station, which is how like most of the planting is done via drones. And you have an actual security station. So there is like some kind of main security hub that's there, probably with a lot of terminals and things, to maintain the cameras and all that stuff.
Is this something that he's showing us right now?
Yeah.
Like we can all see it and comment on it?
He'll just
Okay.
pull out like a data pad and,
Cool.
give you that info.
Well, with this newly found schematic, I have a couple of inquiries. One, does it matter which of these farm domes that we plant your crop in?
Oh, no, not at all. Just has to be done in, in kind of an obvious place, And I'm sure they've got cameras on most of those areas. The drones have to know where they're going.
So in terms of obvious, maybe we pick a crop that looks completely different from it to make it stand out.
Sure, that works.
My second question is probably more for code. And, I'll just ask.
Yes.
Would it be possible to reprogram one of the planting drones and set up our crop so that they plant it, so that we are never even out in the dome
On the soil.
itself?
That was exactly my thinking. You're on the same
Perfect.
wavelength.
I look a little disappointed.
What is wrong? Would you like to get your hands dirty, as they say?
A little, but this makes very logical sense.
But I think the moral of the story is going to be that we need to be sneaky, yeah? As long as you're comfortable being sneaky, you could always plant stuff too.
Perhaps I will store my idea for another time. I am certain it will be useful in other situations.
So, if I have it correct, we either convince or commandeer Ray Brell's ship or at least his credentials to get I was going to use an idiom, to get past the first stage of security. And then we find an appropriate dome for us to plant our seeds in, and we take over the camera system, put it on a loop, as Code said, and then possibly reprogram a planting drone to plant our seeds in that dome that we have
They're
selected.
not seeds, they're actual plants.
Or
They're
plant to
already,
plants, yes.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
They're in one of the the environmentally controlled crates that we've got here in the room.
Understood. All right.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I think the finer points will be up to us to decide as we go, because the best laid plans of mice and men. I'm sure you don't understand that.
All right.
We will have to improvise almost no matter what, is all I was going to say.
All right. Well, good luck.
Now it's time to make the engagement roll.
Oh yeah.
So, for the planning and engagement, we need to decide how you all are going to do this. Now, you've been given the mission. You know that Ray Brell has some access codes. You don't necessarily need those. You can go about it in a different way, but you have some options here. You can go to page 148 in the book to choose your plan of action. Do assault, deception, infiltration. Use the mystic way. You can take the social path, or you can take the transport path, which I don't know if that one will really work in this case.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
feel like
assuming
assault.
infiltration.
Yeah, I feel like assault and transportation are probably off the table here.
Yeah.
Unless you
I
go
would
and
think
kill everybody
infiltration-
and then edit the
Yeah.
camera footage. I don't know. I guess it's possible.
Just wear masks and just murder everybody and don't even worry about the cameras.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
But then it'll probably take the spotlight off of the drugs and more on the mass murder that we just committed.
You know.
I'm thinking infiltration.
I agree.
Same.
Yeah, that might be the best idea.
Or mystic. And that's the reason why I bring that one up, is because if you guys, like, I don't know, like, choosing this doesn't block us from doing other things, right?
No, it's just you're going to have to explain the detail basically of how you're going to do it mystically.
Well, I was just thinking, like, we'd use the, I mean, it's a moot point now, but, like, with infiltration, we can still, like, you know, scramble dude's brain to get his, you know, to, like, just fucking take over his ship or whatever.
Still infiltration. Technically.
Okay. Then infiltration it is.
Okay. So, going down the infiltration route requires the point of infiltration. Is your plan to steal the access codes and sneak your way in? What are you going to do with Ray Brell? Are you going to board the ship? Are you going to sneak onto the ship? Are you going to even bother with Ray Brell?
I was gonna ask, why would we even need to bother with him? If this depends on what he's doing, I would think.
Well, they said his ship was. They said, first of all, that we were going to get a flight pattern and everything like that. But they said his ship was still on the station here, right?
No, it's
jump gate.
Yeah, it's held
Oh,
up
it's at the
on the
jump
other
gate
side
itself.
of. It's held up in the other side of the jump gate for like 3 days.
Gotcha.
So I guess the question is, what would we use Ray Brell for?
Just the access codes.
Yeah. So
Right.
we could potentially just hack and steal him that way while he's sitting there.
Problem would be if something went wrong. And
We were advised to avoid being near the jump gate, though.
True, but you could always
Yeah.
wait for him to jump over and then grab him then. And
But
if that
he's
doesn't
at our
work,
he's
then
at our
infiltrate.
destination, where we're going, right? He's at that jump gate.
Yeah, he's waiting on the other side of the jump gate, like not at Ceres. So wherever he's coming from, he's there still. He's being like held up by security, by the jump gate security. By however the Zodiac Hearts pulled that off, if they bribed somebody or what.
Right.
Now,
So
for
the access codes. Go ahead.
Go on. No, you go on.
The access codes are to get into the first, like, I don't know, the first security checkpoint, basically.
The access codes that Ray Brel has will be for the various aspects of the agricultural center itself.
So it'd be a huge boon, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
It would also
Now-
add a layer of protection because the access code would be tied to Ray Brel instead of a foreign hacker.
But does he get notified if those access codes are used? Is the real question.
Probably. That's logical.
So, for access codes, this guy's new. He wouldn't just have them memorized. They would have to be on something that he possibly owns, like a data pad or something.
Or linked to his transponder. There could be any.
You have
sorts of
no
things.
information on where those access codes are at the moment.
Yeah.
Or
But they're physical codes. They're not like biometric. Like they're not linked
you
to
have
his
no
body.
information on the access codes right now.
Well, fuck.
We could wait for him to actually get there and try to get the access codes off of him somehow.
It's possible.
Sneaking onto a ship or something like that.
Do it like stowing away.
Yeah.
All five of us, that's going to be a little risky, a little difficult.
If he
Probably.
has
Well, we could
maintenance
divide and
crew.
conquer, right? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, this is hard.
So,
Okay, back in character. May I suggest that when dealing with Ray Brel, it seems the easiest way, well, the most fluid way for this job to be completed would be to have him on our side rather than incapacitate him and attempt to ascertain what the code is or where it is, or if it's part of his person or if it's on a chip or something like that. If he was on our side, that would bypass all of that. And due to Barry's excellent negotiating, we do have an extra cred.
If I can just straight up bribe him.
Yes, sir.
We could also use the touch.
It could be a back up.
Can you convince people you can control their mind with the touch?
You can't control their mind, but you, at least for me, I kind of get like images, right? If it's something important to them, right? Like this new job
you
is
can-
really important to him.
You
Maybe.
can find out the best way to convince them essentially by using them.
Or
again.
you can just find out the access codes through the touch.
Right,
Yeah.
if they somehow pop up in his data pad.
All right. So maybe
That would
trying to
require
convince
him, yes, a point of contact
Yes,
with him.
that's the only issue.
Question. Do we have any ways of accessing information? Everyone has a past. Maybe if he's a person of power, I heard, is he human?
he is human.
Humans have a delicacy for the flesh, no? So with that, what if we see if one of us could go on, either Barry or Eden, posing as a delectable, fleshy item, get close, and then
Oh, you're
I haven't
describing a honeypot.
I haven't been told I've been a delectable, fleshy item for a couple of years now.
I've watched one of your videos, and it seemed very, well, interesting way of getting information.
No,
You were suggesting we attempt to
Seduce.
seduce him.
It's
Well, yes,
worked
if
before.
that's what it means.
I'm
And,
a little rusty, so I don't know how confident I am.
well, if it takes a long time, you can actually physically incapacitate him.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some stun weapons that could work. And then
Oh, I was
can
thinking, okay.
well, you know, I think we can finish some of this up on the ship. I think we got a good direction to go.
Do
Do
we?
stun weapons, so things go south. Does your touch work while they're not conscious?
It depends. It might get a little muddled. It's more accurate when they're awake.
Yeah, all right.
So, Eden, do you have a problem with seducing through the touch? Have you ever attempted that before?
I can't say that I've attempted it, but I can try.
Well, I believe that since you're such a unique specimen, I meant that as a compliment, you could probably go on board with one of us as your protector, and then you work your magic. How good you are at seducing, the more information you may get out, verbally and through the touch.
Okay.
Just a suggestion. There are Titanites that are known for being able to bend things their way, but I heard it was a very forbidden and lost art. But your way of touch, seduction, could ease the mind and open up more information than we could ever get from hacking.
That's true.
Well,
I just don't know how to go from there and get the access codes. I mean, I can't just be like, oh, hey there, sweetness. You want to tell me the access codes? You know, I can't.
Oh, if you do it like that, then that may sound of alert. You may need to work on that. I suggest watching some of Barry's videos.
What if we have Barry Human crash Molly into their ship?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Nope.
It would give us an excuse to communicate with them.
Yeah, the excuse would be I gotta pay for their ship to get fixed.
A gentle
longer?
grazing.
How much longer is Code Ship gonna take?
Code ship is not going to be done until after this
Damn it.
is taking place, unfortunately.
also there needs to be a biosignature and a layer of acceptance.
Gotcha.
Oh, we have to do a roll, don't we?
Oh yeah, and you still have to choose which plan you're taking here. Is it infiltration, mystic, or is it social? I don't know.
I mean,
What would it be if we convinced him or bribed him or whatever that to get on his side? Would that be the point, the entry point?
Bribery would be probably social. That would
Yeah.
probably be social. And if
but
you
if she uses the touch, that would be then mystic.
Mystic.
and then infiltration would be probably along the lines of doing everything as quietly as possible.
Now wait a
in that
minute.
scene.
The engagement role is not like the overarching theme of the
No, it's just the initial engagement.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the through line of our mission.
No.
Okay.
This you're
Well, yes,
approaching this with a plan, and then the engagement role is how well it starts out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then we
And,
are
are
leading
there-
it to deception instead. Or social negotiating.
Social or mystic.
Well, okay. Let's do this. Just real quick. Advantages and disadvantages to the engagement roll. Is this operation particularly bold or daring? +1 dice. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? -1 dice. Does the plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? +1 dice. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? -1 dice. Can any of your friends contact provide aid or insight for this operation? +1. Any enemies or rivals in interfering? -1. And then are there any other elements? Like +1s and -1s. So like that's where you get your bonuses and negatives from rolling the engagement roll.
Yep.
Is this going to work? But also the first one is it bold or daring? That's who's to say? Or do we all have to agree? Or is that
It's
a
us to
GM
say.
call?
I get to decide.
GM call. Okay. Well then, if you're saying bold or daring, I don't think a bribe is bold or daring, but I definitely think trying to give them a little alien seduction. That's like the Uhura fan dance.
I'm going
I would
with.
say like that's bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an idea. What if we vent a great number of sticky specimens all over the outside of their ship? Therefore, it stalls, and they contact us, and we say, "Oh, our apologies, human person. We have put our specimen all over your ship, but we can assist you before it becomes too deep of a problem. It
Right,
might burrow
admitting
into
that.
your hulls."
Why would we admit that we're doing it though?
To help. To remove the problem.
She's saying we don't admit that we do the problem. We admit that we are the ones who would help clean it. Also, I think you're adding moving parts where I don't believe that they are absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I think the seducing with your little magic stuff might be the best direction to go. We might be maybe listen, he's waiting a while, we might be able to go, listen, you're waiting a long time. We're looking to meet up. I think that maybe that's
What if we offer? What if we're like a married couple and we're looking to swing or something?
How do you know what that means?
Oh, that both of you do.
Well, I read about it.
Interesting. We don't even need the sex if they're going to be bonding already.
And
I mean, that
always,
could work.
If that doesn't work, we could always try bribing them.
Yeah, as a
And if that
backup.
doesn't work, we can always throw specimens all over their ship as a getaway.
What if I tie him up and then we walk away?
I think that defeats the point of.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
we'll workshop it.
Work. You know a lot of things, and it's fine.
She
Well-
is half human, Barry.
Yeah.
Okay, which path are you taking?
Sounds like mystic.
Seduction.
You're doing it. Okay.
Via mystic.
All right.
Mystical seduction.
So great. You're definitely get a bonus die for that. 100%. Let me just run through some of these
Oh,
other
thanks to Barry's
choices here.
Mystic
Oh God, I'm
seduction
so
via swingers couple.
excited. I'm so excited that this is the choice. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You get an extra die for this. And it sounds like Eden's making this roll. With the fortune roll. You get one bonus die
Okay.
here.
Okay,
Oh, he's
so let
not
me see. Hold on.
vulnerable to alien seduction.
Who isn't?
What about human seduction? We've got two. We have
Who
two.
isn't?
No. You're exotic.
Could swing either way.
Okay, so just +1.
Yep.
Oh.
You wrote a crit earlier.
So it goes by number of dice, right? So in order to add 1, do I just make it 1?
No, you're gonna get 2 for this. Wait,
okay, so it'd
I'm
be
sorry. One
Yeah.
die for sheer luck.
I don't think I rolled anything before. And
Yeah, you didn't. And neither did Peace. But you got the same number, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah, so this should be 2 dice.
2 dice. Okay.
2 dice.
Cool.
Oh no.
You go with the highest one, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay, good. Oh, fuck. I'm glad you had that second then.
So,
I'm not an alien.
you start in a risky position.
Okay, that's not horrible.
So,
It's not great, but it's not horrible.
I thought it was 2 1s because I have my contacts in and I almost peed my pants.
Oh, God. That would have been real bad.
You might be into that. Use that as strategy.
3 days later. By the asteroid belt. The crew is in Mali. And you currently have the course and location of Ray Brell's ship, the Cashew. And you begin to make your approach.
Okay, you have to make sure that you pull that thing up and wear it just like it is in the video.
Oh, and since this took, you said this is 3 days later.
This is 3 days later.
Okay, we've transported the pods from the bathroom into my personal closet. So the bathroom is now available for those who need to use it.
There is a distinct odor in the bathroom, but it is no longer filled with pulsing sacks.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom or something.
I didn't know Todd Knight's got performance anxiety.
Me either. Must be the human side.
She's nervous, as one
Yeah.
would expect in this situation.
Yeah, I guess so.
I will attempt to do my best to calm her.
No, all right.
Well, Laura, maybe you can show her something more traditional that she can approach with that will calm her nerves, or give her something.
Oh, I do have an idea.
Maybe that could be transferred too.
Before we drug her, let me speak with her and see if persuasion would help.
Oh, I was not going to drug her. I was going to equip her with a device that might be of some use.
Parasites
What
have
device
very
would
good
that be?
usage.
I have been busy over the last 3 days. I pull out what can only be described as a glove with tentacles for fingers.
Ugh.
All right, I have a lot of questions that I don't know if I need the answer for.
It might be useful.
I get for what? Oh, for her to use on. I'll just let you know that not everyone's into that sort of thing.
Well, what if you took a different approach? What if we give her something that provides stimulation but also injects parasites in the stream?
And what would that help with?
Many things. Sleep, death.
Okay, what would help in this particular situation to get the access
Oh.
codes?
Which ones do you have?
I do have some for performance. Some for enhancement. Some as for nutritional value. It really depends on the approach that our dear Eden is comfortable with taking.
What are my options?
Well, how do you want to go about this?
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest.
Well, for backup, I offer the tentacle glove to you.
Oh. Advanced.
What's this?
You might find that it will be intriguing enough to stall any questions. It is very multi-purpose.
So, if you don't want
I
to
mean-
touch him with both hands, then you can distract with one and insert with the other.
What? You see, I went to go pee and I have missed this entire conversation, so I don't understand why we're inserting anything.
Eden, if I may.
Uh-huh.
I want you to know that this entire crew is behind you. We will support you. We realize we are sending you in alone for the first time. But at any hint of trouble, we will be there, and we will not allow anything bad to happen to you. I personally will do everything in my power to prevent that. With that said, I believe, studying your facial features, your physique, that you are 86% compatible with just about anyone you come in contact with in a, well, intimate description.
Mm-hmm.
The odds are in your favor that this person, if indeed they are attracted to other species, or, excuse me, I misspoke, to, well, anyone with your particular layout. You would have no problem. And even if he was in a committed relationship, the odds only go down by 12%.
Also, I can
Yes.
equip you with this.
What's that?
It's a new version of a smart drone. Place it somewhere. If something happens, press the button.
Okay.
Just in case. If you find trouble, as we said, we'll have your back. Now be careful. I forgot what it does, but it will get you out of anything in a pinch. Hold on. a
Well?
moment.
I guess that adds to the fun, right? Not knowing what it does. But I should probably not leave it there, right? I should probably
No.
try to take it when I leave.
Yes, keep it on your person. It'll protect you.
And since we are on comms, perhaps it would be best to choose a trigger word. Some word that you choose that would let us know that you need our help immediately.
Pineapple.
Sanu.
Sanu could work.
You must choose
Sanu
one.
could work.
Yeah, just
Sonny.
make sure you bring your communicator with you.
I will.
We can have one of us have one too, just to be absolutely sure.
So you say the word Sanu, and we will come running, so to speak.
I just had a thought. Vertigo. Do you
Yes.
have anything that I could put in a drink or something like that? That could make him fall asleep?
Yes, I think
Or
I can
something
devise
something that he could breathe in? Anything.
One moment.
Hey.
I scurry off and I return and I produce a flower. It appears very slimy. It has these sort of kelp-like leaves on them. And I gently tuck it behind your ear.
Oh, there you go. Try.
If you rip the leaf off, it will produce a pollen that will spray out. And it should incapacitate them for about 1 or 2 minutes. It is not very long.
Okay. And I'm assuming I should take it off my ear when I want to do that.
Oh,
Just so
yes,
it doesn't
you should,
hit me?
yes, you should hold it very far away from your olfactory senses.
Okay. All right.
You can do this. I believe in you. You're very
But
equipped for this job.
and remember, the backup plans are just that. Focus on the task at hand. What you want right now, and you will succeed.
Okay.
All right. Logistical question: How are we getting on? How are we getting her on his ship? 'Cause,
Well-
A couple of ways. I could hack the manifest, add a persona. Did you do the homework I asked about finding out if he was into some kind of exotic means? Everyone has a past.
You asking me? That's
Why,
not
yes.
exactly my.
Very human.
Ain't it your forte to hack and get that sort of information that's hidden somewhere?
You know
How
everyone.
how would this get her on the ship?
Well, if he's into delightful delights.
What if I say
So
my
you
friends-
suggest we just knock on his door and say, we have this for you?
we could come up with something more clever than that? I think. What if
We'd have to.
I am on, the loading area, right? And I say, oh man, my friends, they ditched me. Oh, I really could use a little bit of company while I wait for the transport that's gonna take me. Or maybe I could use a ride or something.
Is he by the jump gate or is he on a platform?
The flight plan would indicate that once this person is leaving the jump gate, that they are heading towards the directly towards the station. So you have the basic flight plan. I mean, it's almost a straight line headed right there.
But if we meet them at the station and then
Well, they're not going to a station. They're going to the agricultural center directly.
okay.
Which we can't access without the access codes, or would
You
it be
can
weird
go there
for our
if you
ship
want,
to be there?
but it will be very strange for a mining ship to go to the agricultural center.
All right, then how's an issue? Maybe
And they're not making any stops in between, right?
Correct. Straight line.
Crash.
What if I make a false alarm happen and they need maintenance to check it out, or
We could
something like
fake a distress signal, and we answer it. We're heading somewhere else. We hear their distress signal go off that you initiate. We, being the generous folk that we are, there to help them, and maybe we have someone who maybe likes how he looks on the comms, and is willing to go and talk to him and see if we can't work out another way of getting paid for our help.
Let me ask you a question. When someone is delayed at the jump gate for whatever reason, do they leave their ship or are they allowed to leave their ship to go like while they're waiting? Because it's 3 days is a fucking long time.
Yeah, it's a
So
long
I'm
time.
wondering if they if there's
a bit like an airport.
tavern
Yeah.
like to go to and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they would definitely have some like emergency supplies and stuff like that, and food and bathroom or whatever. If people don't have those facilities on their ship. But I think most people that have spaceships generally have some emergency rations and things like on their ship just in case. But they definitely have that stuff at a jump gate area.
So would you say it would be common for someone who is delayed at one of these jump gate airports to, go visit a restaurant or go visit a fucking pub or whatever?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
Depending on the reason why they are detained. It could be
Sure.
like border security too, those kinds of situations where it's like
Right, they could be confined to their
Yeah.
thing. Is that something we could discover, the reason they gave the cashier for being detained?
someone can try and get that information. Definitely.
Well, because didn't
Didn't you
this-
code? Didn't you hack in during this 3-day period? Didn't you find out what he was doing? Perhaps.
Would you like to have a flashback?
that was
Flashback.
flashback.
yes. I was. How can I forget? I was sitting with Eden, and we're just going over plans, while kind of watching Barry's videos on the side. After being disgusted, she's like, "Can't you find out more?" And that's what I did. All right. You gonna be okay doing this? I think you'll be perfect for it, but I'm pretty sure everyone has a past, especially men of power of some sort. And typically from all the little videos that I've been seeing, a lot of men like things of the flesh. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Well,
He
that's
didn't
why
literally
I'm
fall
gonna
from
get
the
him to
tree.
knock out, probably. We gotta figure out some sort of a way to get him to... I'll figure out the details later.
Okay, well, let's see. I could possibly say, oh, looks like he's into drinking interesting fluids.
So, just to be clear, Code, you are accessing what exactly? Are you trying
Personal
to...
data files. Trying to see pleasures and visitations in the past.
His Facebook page.
Yeah, are you going to like social media?
His
page.
His Facebook. Oh my God, it was right there and I didn't do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that the route that you're taking? Just to clarify. Okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, they always put stuff up there.
Okay.
Humans are so talkative and just sharing all their secrets.
Okay, Code. You're gonna make a roll for me then. Let's see. I think this will just be. This isn't any sort of hacking if you're just going there. This is gonna be a
I have
study
to dig
roll.
deeper. A what?
You're going to social media. What are you hacking?
His password, of course. People have secret private messages that you can't see just by looking at the page. Ha. He has some dirt. Has to. Can't be
Okay.
all clean. Space bowling champion.
Okay. Go ahead and make a hack roll then. This is going to change things dramatically for me. All right. You can make a hack roll. This will be... This is going to be a desperate roll. And this is going to be a standard result. Standard effect, rather.
I don't think I need my rig or anything because this is just Spacebook.
My grandma could hack Facebook, you know?
Okay. And his password is something like, I don't know. Oh. No bonus dice.
Nope. Doesn't seem like you're getting any help.
Oh. Look at
Okay.
that.
A success. So, I'm going to let you decide on how you think you crack this password here.
So I put in a bug first of all, and it just searches until it puts it up. We're just kind of sitting there shooting the stuff. 5 minutes pass. What? Asteroid 54321 money symbol? That's it?
Is it because he's gonna make money on the asteroid? You must be really excited for this job, huh?
I'm really concerned about what he's being called Plant Daddy for.
Plant Daddy?
That's his privates. Let's see what he has. Oh. He's planting.
Looking in through these private messages, you can see that there's various communications. I think pretty standard stuff. Nothing kind of jumps out as really weird or eccentric, strange, fetishes via this social media page. But you do find a few messages relating to some various family members that have been sending some messages through private messages about the new job. He seems very excited about it. Totally regular guy, very excited about this new job. It's
Is he
lots of potential, a lot of room for growth. This might lead to jobs on Mars, maybe, if he's really lucky. This guy's just really excited about this new awesome job. He's the lead farmer in this agricultural center, here in a pretty popular area. A lot of people move through this area. A lot of goods move through this area.
2 questions. Is he married? And are any hobbies listed? Like, does he mention any sort of, he loves to go bowling, or does he mention drinking or anything with the buds, anything like that?
So there is no, not married, single.
Perfect.
And there is, I think bowling has been established because 2 people have mentioned it. So there is some kind of bowling team that he was a part of. Would most likely be Earth. So he's from Earth, single, and really into plants. A lot of boring shit about stuff that would be like in an Earth science textbook.
This is horrible. He really likes handling balls with holes in it. And
He's so vanilla.
he really likes trees and plants. And when I say that's an understatement. You see this picture here? Normally you would think that he would be with a female or male companion. No, he's with plants and trees. And this one says, I love tree hugging. And this one says...
Is he actually hugging a tree in that one?
Yeah, and he's wearing a hat that says root me deep. I don't understand.
Picture him at the Grand Canyon with like a Douglas fir, like 2 fingers up, a selfie.
I
Wait.
almost feel like you're doing him a favor.
I guess we'll have to figure it out.
Well,
Maybe I can get some
okay.
plants or something from Vertigo.
Something. I'm almost... He's really excited about this job, and we're going to ruin it for him.
So, what do you think? A guy like this, should I just stay like me, or should I try to bring down my voice or something like that? What do you think?
Definitely do that.
You think
because it seems here that he really wants to go to Mars. Maybe you could be from Mars. Because Mars, I heard, had a lot of low-voiced women. So,
I could do that.
let's look up some pictures of Mars.
Oh, maybe we can make like a bralette with like little leaves or something attached to
Yeah.
it.
Oh, amazing.
You want to make lingerie with me?
Yes, of course. All right. Well,
We'll
And
just
we
make sure
return to the
one
present.
sticks out.
Good Lord.
We're gonna say that cost you 1 stress there, Code, for that
I don't
flashback.
think I've ever heard the phrase, do you want to make lingerie with me?
Well, Eden's into arts and crafts.
the password gave me 1 stress. All right. Asteroid with money symbols for the S's. Yes.
I think it was the lingerie that was the stress for everybody, which you have somewhere on the ship. I don't know what's gonna
Oh,
happen
it's not
with
on
that.
the ship, Whack. It's on me.
Okay,
That's what
is
she
that
came
why
out
you
the
went to the bathroom?
Yeah,
You just
there's
come
like a
back
little-
in the lingerie?
There's a couple of leaves poking out of like the top of my shirt.
Wow.
Who needs lace when you have leaves?
Oh man, I better hear some Batman and Robin style poison ivy puns coming out of you, like during the seduction, man.
Is it-
Speaking of that, I wanted to know if this would just be like a precursory, like tourist information of series. Like, would there be like an arboretum or like a garden that people could go to or something like that? Like that, I'm thinking of a place that he would definitely go.
No, straight up. I mean, this is an agricultural center for purely producing food and whatnot. So there's domes that are open to space.
No. I'm talking about the gate.
The gate.
Like the airport
Oh
thing.
no.
Okay.
The quantum jump gates are very sparse. If anything, there's probably like,
Okay.
the equivalent of like some Quickie Mart dining, at them.
I've got a plan. Now that I remember, stuff that I don't want to remember. I do have some information on him. A couple of things. He's really, really into plants. Also, he's really into his family. And he's desperately lonely. Plays with balls with holes. And also, well, he reports everything to his family, and he's extremely excited for the job, and he really wants to be on Mars. What if we send a message? We know the names of his family members because I've seen the messages. Well, what if they sent Eden to deliver a special thing of plants? And then she goes in with that deep voice and the tentacle glove, all the assets
Maybe not
to
the
get the
glove.
information we need. You don't have to use the glove if you don't want to, but I love the leavage.
And that's a good place for us to take our break.
It's so hard to stay in character.
Leavage. Gotta show off that leavage.
If you could, if you suggested to me that this is where we would be in this episode today, I would not believe you. Believe you. Wow. Goddamn.
Seems like we have some deep-rooted problems here.
Oh God.
You have to call him Plant Daddy now. I love it.
I sure hope we don't fall behind.
Plant Daddy.
We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. You can hang tight for more 100 Club. If you haven't done so, please make sure you're following all of these wonderful people by heading on over to tablestory.tv/100 Club. No spaces or underscores or anything like that. Go check it out. Follow them in all the places. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Make sure you're supporting Tablestory if you like what we're doing here. Follow Tablestory on Twitch, on YouTube, at a Tablestory on Twitter. And if you want to help us out in a monetary way, you can check out our Patreon, which is tablestory.tv/pledge, which helps keep the lights on. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight for more 100 Club.
Okay, so we need plants, and I need liquor.
You need what?
Liquor. Yeah, hold on. Let me get you
I just
some.
said you could have him drink, take a couple
No,
drinks,
no.
and then when he
Yeah,
sniffs
you're right.
the flower.
Oh, drinks. I thought you meant lick some. Okay, all right.
No.
Oh,
Yes,
I also
alcohol.
heard lick.
Yeah,
So-
no. The whole lick her is what the hope is gonna happen at the end of this.
No, we don't hope for that. We don't hope for that. But if he's drunk, and then he sniffs that flower, he might not even remember the fact that we knocked him out.
All right, he might think that it's. Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
But I would-
Did we put the synthol in the? Which? Where did we put that? Do you remember? I might have forgotten where I put it due to unrelated reasons to the synthol.
Just you have a few bottles, sir. Are you referring to the ones that are or are not refrigerated?
Oh yeah, it's better chilled. It's just in the fridge. All right, I'll go get that. I'll get that for you, Eden. Hold on.
Thank you.
So if you would be so kind as to indulge me, what is the plan?
So, we're going to fake a plant delivery in celebration of him getting his promotion from his family. We have the names here, and he seems very excited to tell them.
We will deliver it to his ship.
The delivery person will be special from Mars.
They got plants from Mars.
Ah.
That's why I'm delivering it. Now,
We do not have those plants.
We
well,
can make some plants.
oh, he is an
We
expert,
can?
isn't he?
Yes, but these plants, he would not have any notion of where they came from. Which would make it even more of a surprise to him.
I was unaware you brought any plant material upon the Molly.
You'd be surprised what we. Never mind.
I mean, it's organic life, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we didn't
So-
mention that these plants are probably going to be alive. Laura?
Yes.
Specimen 21. Is it ready?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I bring up a box, and it has a lock on it. I hold it out to you.
Is this going to kill anybody? We should
It
probably not.
depends.
Don't
Do you want
ingest
to
it, I
do
guess, right?
No, 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 no. We should probably.
Y'all needed you needed the synthol, yeah?
Yes. Thank you.
Alright.
I'll take
What
that.
is that for, if I may ask?
Celebration.
So,
No,
when
it's for getting him loose.
yes,
No, I realize what the purpose of it is. How does it fit into our
it's a
scenario?
little gift basket, right? We've got our plant. We've got a bottle of liquor.
I mean, more to, party, right? If he's at vanilla, he's gonna need something to loosen him up.
So the gift basket includes a plant and a half full bottle of liquor.
Is that half full?
What is the liquor, by the way? I need to know.
Synthol, which is close enough to vodka.
Okay. Are we talking pop off? Are we talking Crash's vodka? Or are we talking...
Yes, it's definitely crashes.
Okay. Was it
If-
a gift or was this something that Crash picked up at...
Oh, he picked it up.
Okay.
It's about half full. It's a large bottle. He's gone through it quite a bit. It's used.
If it is a multi-gift basket, meaning there are plants and alcohol, perhaps you are part of the gift basket.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, but he might take offense to that, though, right?
no.
Why?
If he's
You're
that
wearing-
vanilla, you see, okay. If we're going the route of his family, family sent you, okay?
No.
Or sent the gift, and you're delivering it. You could be like, hey, I did some of the research on you. I thought you were real cute, and I included a little coupon in there, if you know what I mean. And then you have one of those like one free date or something coupons, men like that, and
But
Why
wouldn't
should
it seem
we-
better if it was natural rather than?
well, that is pretty natural. You
What
were
if he
into
just-
it. Listen. If he's this pent up and vanilla, he's gonna be. He'll practically just bust right there when he sees that coupon.
What do you mean, bus?
Why would we include the coupon? It is called the oldest profession for a reason.
Or why don't I just ask him if he wants to go on a date?
Well, no,
Well,
because
yeah.
then you're leaving it too open, right? So what if you just extend out and then touch along his arm or hand, and that starts the.
And no, that's not a bad idea.
Is this how you seduce a human?
There's a
No,
lot of
this is a
ways.
transactional thing. This is completely different from seductional romance. This is a payment for services.
Oh,
Oh, we're getting paid too.
Okay.
Wow.
Do we have any smaller bottles that maybe we could put some of this in and maybe wrap it up or something? I could maybe fashion a little ribbon or something.
Yeah, I could probably grab one of the smaller ones and refill it with this one, and yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I
Okay.
can do that.
Yeah, I'll make
Yeah.
a ribbon. Oh, with the little leaves on it.
Oh.
There you go. Personalize it. Personal gift. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And judging from what you've told me and what I already have learned about this individual, your percentage chance of him being excited about this exchange has gone from 86% to 91%.
I just worry that because he's such a normal person, that if I come on too strong, it's gonna seem either offensive or scare him.
This is easy, Eden. You are Eden. You have, well, something no one else that I know in the whole great ocean has. And that's uniqueness. So, being that you are, what you can do is you also hold a very unique specimen. That's from the most brilliant mind I know, Alora. Once you open that specimen, and it's something that he has never seen before, you can show him the way of how to care for that specimen.
If he fails to comply or becomes difficult, you can stab him.
That too.
Oh, okay. Now, what does this plant require to survive? And what should I call it?
It is called Specimen 21, but it will survive in extreme circumstances, so you do not have to worry. Perhaps you might have to worry if someone stays too close to it for too long. It does have some psychedelic-inducing qualities.
So he's going to want to see this plant. And when he sees it, there's a chance that it will induce a psychotropic state. Am I understanding this correctly?
I have not had any humans to test it on, so perhaps that is my hypothesis.
So there is a risk that it might kill him.
Yes, of course.
Oh, wonderful.
We need the information. We can't just have him die.
This is all just a guess, though. Anything
Well,
That's the right.
If he begins to froth at the mouth, Eden, all you have to say is Sanu, and I will come over and then utilize my medical abilities.
2 for 1.
So just kind of tell him not to sniff it for too long.
Yeah, you
That
can.
is up to you, my dear.
Yeah, maybe warn him if it's more fancy.
Pull him away
that-
from it. and
This
say that
seems
it's
like
best to
a
look
bad
for the
idea.
No, we just want
Well, I
her
mean,
to
if
touch
it's
him.
psychedelics and he's high, then he won't remember me getting any passcodes or anything like that.
Just make sure you take him to something where he can lay down. Start the
Yeah.
process, but you don't have to go through the full motion. Unless you want to.
Okay. No, I don't intend to. No.
He
If
seems
anything-
like a nice one.
He
I
does.
agree.
Which is why I don't really want to be mean to him.
Yeah, maybe we don't kill him.
Yeah.
That's why I suggest removing him, and at the same time, pass on the touch. Show him the way.
Wait. What if I just ask? Because there's no decent food places on the station, right? It's just like a little mart.
You want him in a controlled environment. I would not suggest bringing him anywhere with others.
Yeah, we need to do this on his ship.
Okay.
And plus,
There
he's
is
gonna have
something to
already
be
jumped.
said. There is something to be said about the KISS method and keeping it simple.
This is right.
What's that method?
No, it's just keep it simple. You add too
Oh.
many steps, it becomes more complicated, more moving parts to go wrong. You just go in,
Yes.
you seduce him, you get the information you need via the touch, you move away.
Okay.
And
Simple.
once he is knocked out, whatever you do, the smart drone can be implanted. You strip as much information as you like.
So the drone is what we need planted, right?
You don't have to, but it's a good place to start if you need access points. Don't leave it in too long.
I'm sorry, what was that? What are we leaving in? I missed
Inserting
it.
the
I am
smart
sorry.
drone into his database. Making it a lot easier to find certain things that we need. You may find even more information.
You have a smart drone?
I do.
Is this something we could get in there without any of this? Any personal contact?
It will be. It will be
How
on a
big is it?
person.
Oh,
It's very noticeable. But if it's on a person and he is exhausted in whichever fashion she chooses, then you can implant. Take and then leave. He will
implant
be happy.
implant the drone? on
the drone, strip the data, and then leave. But don't leave my drone.
what? Implant the drone on what?
Wherever his data device is.
Okay, so
So
put it
not
his
on the person, on the
Got it.
ship.
So a
Yeah.
data pad or something like that. Okay.
That is something that we need to specify because I've seen how you interact with ships, and sometimes it's different.
This one is old tech. I would love to put this genius pet on him, but Laura hasn't completed it yet, which means it is lethal.
If we get what we need, why do we need the drone?
That's if we don't get what we need.
Very well. Backup number 3.
So we can put that in my bag, and I'll keep that not visible. Will it fit? Okay. Got the plants. We're making the fancy little bottle.
Celebration.
I should probably go with you, right? I don't know if you should be in there alone. I could be your escort, your carrier of the goods, the whatnot, but I don't think it's great if you're going in solo in case something goes wrong, yeah?
Sir. Keep it simple.
That's what I mean.
I'll be
Mini
okay. I can
cogs.
defend myself against a human.
Too many
Yeah.
cogs.
We will be right outside.
I've got my
It
communicator
will take
and
us no
everything.
more than 10 seconds to get to where she is.
Okay. I guess we'll have to dock to them anyway. All right. Just
Do you
okay.
remember the word?
Sanu.
Very well.
Great. So, Peace, you would make the call because I think you're the more convincing one of all of us. Make the call. Say that I found here the names of his family members. They are very delighted and excited and what was the other word? Proud of his success and his potential to move up. And that since his eye is on Mars, we bought you a gift.
Oh, name the family member.
I'm enjoying the idea of a Titanite telling a human-android relations expert how to talk to him.
I'm just reading what
quite
Daddy
amusing.
had in his space book.
Code, tell what the names were
Oh,
of the family members.
I do not think that someone of this...
I don't
Someone
feel
like this-
authentic.
I do not think someone like this would have their family send them a gift of this nature. It will be more likely to come from his bowling team.
this is why I am not the one that does negotiating. I would observe.
So what were their names?
I have them.
Oh,
Well, in case they come up, I could
Okay,
name them too.
alright.
Yeah.
it was
Why would you need the names?
I'll
Troy
say this is from your friend Troy.
and Billy Bob.
Just say it's from the Pinheads. That's his
That
team's
was the
name.
name that was given.
They
so.
more often than not would pool together their resources in order to buy a gift of this lavish nature.
Okay.
I have no idea. So much to learn. So much to observe.
Shall I make the call?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So, as you, I guess I'm assuming you're going to head to the cockpit crash. Are you joining him, Peace?
In the cockpit?
Yeah, on the bridge.
Oh, we're not there yet? I thought we were already there.
Well, you had this route, but imagine for a moment if this ship has been following you for an hour, and how that would look. So were you? Were you
No,
just
I'm not sure.
following?
I thought this ship was dry docked, like it was just stationary.
So you guys would be coming from Earth. You were coming from Great Ocean Station. If you want to, you could come from that side as well. You could have come through a day or so ago, and you should be, you can come through that way if you'd like. they did give you a warning as opposed to about doing this around the jump gate security.
Yep.
But if you want to do that, that's totally fine.
Oh, Crash would have not wanted to mess with jump gate authorities at all, so it would have been probably wait on the other side.
So you're saying okay? So the part of the plan that I didn't get was that we like catch up to him, intercept him on his way from the jump gate
to the agricultural center
as he's flying there.
Or you can do it before he goes through the jump gate. You were given a time that he would be coming through the jump gate.
Well, now that I know that, I think the most optimal thing to do would be wait at the jump gate until he's cleared to fly away, and then let him get a little bit ahead of us, and then catch up to him. And immediately, as soon as we catch up to him, we institute our plan.
Now we're not in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you begin your approach, getting in communications range of this ship, and you see the various indicators flash. Piece that you are now within communication range. You have like a basically a line of sight with some kind of laser communications with this ship.
Question, and this is purely okay if you don't want to do this. Since it's Facebook and everyone's super excited, what if his pinheads sent a video of congratulations? And I can play that video for Peace. He can record the way they sound and then deliver it that way.
Why would the delivery person have his friend's voice?
They'd be like, "Hey man, we sent you a gift and blah 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 blah." I don't know, just make it more. You don't think it works? You go with whatever.
Kiss.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm. I have established communication.
How do my leaves look?
Perfect.
Great.
Really good.
Perfect.
Good.
Agriculturally sound.
This is the cargo ship. That's on your 6 there. Do you pick up? We got a delivery for you. This is the cashew, right?
This is the cashew, yes.
Yeah, is there looks like Ray Bell.
The name is Ray Brell.
Oh, yeah, Ray Brell. Oh, good. Oh, man, I've been looking for you. We got a gift for you. It's they paid extra to have it delivered, expedited delivery, and I looked all over that station, the jump gate station for you, and I'm just glad that someone knew that, knew your name at the very least, because they paid a good amount of money for this package. It has like stickers on it or something, or it has a notification that says it's plant life, so be careful with it or something.
Plant life? Okay.
I want to get a roll from you, please, here. Peace.
Okie dokie.
This is a risky roll position.
Okay.
And this is going to be a, I believe this is going to be a sway roll, unless you've got some other
I would think
justification.
so. This is deception. Okay, so risky, standard. Oh no, what's the effect?
Tough call. Let me roll
Talk
for
about
it.
Plant Daddy.
Yeah, standard.
Okay. And I will push myself on this one. Okay.
Okay, that's going to cost you 2 stress to push yourself.
Yep. Marked it 2. So one bonus dice, so I should have 4 total. So God, if I fail this, I'm gonna be very upset. All right, let's go. Jesus.
Oh no!
Is 3 a fail?
Yes.
It is.
Desperate?
It is a fail.
Yeah.
Jesus. 4 dice and I can't get above a 3.
There is a devil's bargain.
We also
but-
have gambits too for the Devil's Bargain.
Can we do that?
You can
I would
do a
love to-
gambit.
I would love to try it
You
again.
can do a devil's bargain though. The gambit
Okay,
comes
that's fine.
beforehand. The gambit is like a free die that you can use from the crew.
Okay, but the
But
devil's
that's-
bargain comes afterwards.
Yeah, you can take
Okay.
a devil's bargain and make this a desperate if you'd like.
Do I get to add a die or not?
No, it's just a.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have to. Do I make you take the stress again?
Ouch.
Episode 6.
I don't know what that
Stress?
means. I'll roll for it again. Let's see.
Oh God.
Okay.
3 or higher, you do not have to pay stress again. 1 to 3,
Oh,
you
That's
do.
good odds.
4.
Okay. So I do still get to add the dice, just no stress. Okay.
No, you don't get the extra die, but you get to. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, you do get to re-roll the whole thing. You get to re-roll. the whole
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
is a desperate position. The effect is standard.
Gotcha.
Please roll better, for the love of God.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
crit.
my gosh, let's go.
That is a crit.
Devil is good to me. The devil loves me.
That would be a. Oh wait, would that be a gambit ad or no?
Yep.
No, you get
on
it
a
on
risky action.
You get it on.
You're
risky.
right. This is desperate. Yep,
It's an experience.
got it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me just slow this thing down. Sorry, I'm not the best pilot. Okay. Alright, pulling to a stop. My rate of deceleration is... Oh, that's a lot of G's! Okay. We're reading you. I can match your speed, it's okay. It's probably better if I just decelerate a little bit. Okay. Okay, easy there, Tiger. Yep. Easy there. Okay. Yeah, decelerating, it should take 1 minute. Okay. Well, as long as I got your ear here, it's not only a package, but there's, well, it's a very special delivery, so, there's gonna be someone delivering it. That's not the voice you hear here. I'm the pilot and, well, sort of the protection, I suppose. You'll understand when you see her. So, I just want you to, remember that respect is a good thing to have. Okay? What? You'll understand. Trust me, you'll like it. I guarantee. Do I come off as disrespectful? I don't. No, not at all, sir. That's not what I meant. I'm just saying you'll understand. Your bowling buddies are real good friends. The pinheads, they really wanted to treat you right for your promotion, I guess. Well, I don't know. Did you get a promotion or something? The pinheads got me a gift? They did indeed. It says congratulations. Wow. Those guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, once you see it, you're gonna I'm really excited. You're gonna want to bowl the hell out of that ball next time you play with them. Okay. I'm great. Okay. Okay, I should be slowed down. Yep. All right. I don't have a docking collar or anything. But yeah, I guess, let me, I just have to get my suit on and, I will get the airlock open.
Is that something we would have? Would we have on our end?
Nah.
No?
You guys
Okay.
wouldn't have a docking collar.
Eden,
Okay.
Just put the finishing touches here.
here,
Okay.
wear that.
All right.
Yeah,
You all suited up there, Eden? Oh, shit.
Sorry. That's not a mistake Peace would make. I'm sorry.
And to clarify, on the bottle that we decided to pour the alcohol in, I painted little bowling pins with 6s and 9s
Sure you did.
as the numbers.
Sure you did.
Beautiful.
Uh,
Are you all set, Eden?
wait! Cole runs up to Eden, he grabs her hand. Be careful. And bring back my drone. Thanks. And he runs back.
Okay.
Eden, I wish you the best of luck. You will do very well. And if by any means the human is incapacitated or dead, please let us know because I would like to experiment on them. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
Outside of that, yeah,
Please.
maybe don't kill him, but just saying, a good tactic that works, just in general, a light touch like right here while he says something funny and you laugh at the same time, just kind of a ha ha ha, you know that they go well together. It's an ego boost.
Gotcha. But I think I have an idea already.
All right.
Is that
I
the human thing?
would follow your instincts, Eden.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Someone want to meet her down at the airlock? And
Make sure you call
extend
it land.
extend the bridge and let her out?
Sure, I could go if need be.
Okay. And I pull out a little inhaler and I take a couple of puffs and I breathe it in. And I put it down. I put it back in my my bag. Okay. I'm ready.
All right, ain't you down there?
Okay.
All right, package on the way. Enjoy. Oh, wow. Those guys are so great. I'm so excited. Okay. What could it be? Plants.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You got this. You look amazing. And if I was into agricultural delicacies, I'd pick your carrot. All right, here we go.
My arms are around the box, and I start moving.
You start to float on over towards the towards this small hauler ship. It's kind of like very shiny, like an aluminum kind of appearance, very brushed sort of aluminum, rounded corners, those kinds of things. And you approach as you can see an airlock door is open for you as you make your way inside. The airlock begins to pressurize and close behind you. You can see on the other side of the airlock, you can see this Ray Brell individual behind.
I'm gonna take my little helmet off. I'm gonna make sure I shake my hair nice and slow. Ray? Is that you?
Oh. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Your friends have a little bit of a package for you.
A little bit of a package? What did those guys send? Sorry. Come on in.
Of course.
I don't really have a lot of places to sit or anything.
We can just sit on the floor.
Okay.
All right. And I take the box and I start moving forward. So you're good?
Sure.
Okay.
So, are you guys like a delivery company, or how does this whole thing work?
You could say that.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
but like what company?
What company? Garden of Eden.
I've never heard of that.
It's from Mars.
Mars?
Hmm?
Wow.
So you don't get many deliveries? You seem pretty surprised.
Well, I mean, the fact that you managed to catch up with me here, I mean, that was a real surprise, really. I mean, I was expecting just to get to the facility. I mean, I've been stuck at Quantum Jump Gate security for like 3 days.
Did they even give you an excuse? That's a lot of time to be stuck here.
Yeah, they said that there was a problem with my interstellar passport, and
Are you committing crimes, Ray?
me? No.
It was
I mean, I know I'm from Earth, but I wouldn't commit any crimes.
Never been there. What's it like?
It's dirty and hot, and there's a lot of people, and well, it's really dirty and kind of sucks.
Well, this is for, I think Troy said it was for a new job, right?
Troy? Troy got
Troy
me a
and
gift?
Billy Bob. Well, it was all of the pinheads, but Troy in particular
I thought
mentioned.
Troy hated me.
Some people have weird ways of showing affection, I suppose. Right?
I guess. Yeah, well, listen, I don't want to keep you too long or anything.
No. You're not keeping me. I'm part of the deal.
What?
Part of the package.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I open the packaging and I grab the liquor bottle and I wiggle it. Want a drink?
Oh! Wait. Oh! Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Oh.
Did I offend you?
No.
Are you sure? You seem a little flabbergasted.
I am. You have to admit this is a little strange. I mean, I'm just out here in the middle of nowhere, and then suddenly I get a communication after waiting for 3 days, and the pinheads got me
Yeah. It's hard to find you too, by the way, because you were stuck at the jump gate. So we just barely caught you. We figured, they mentioned where you were going to be working, right? It's on Ceres? That's where you're heading?
well, not on Ceres, but yeah,
Around.
yeah. So, what exactly? Like, how does this work?
It works by we sit down, we take a look at your brand new plant life. We have a couple
Right,
things.
the plant.
Uh-huh.
The plant. What plant did you bring?
What plant did I bring? Oh. It's a little something called Specimen 21.
Specimen 21.
Mm-hmm.
It's very scientific.
Yeah?
Leans over.
I mean, it could have been
looks
funnier.
Looks into the crate.
Is he putting his hands on the crate?
Yes.
I'm gonna take my hands and slide them on top of his.
Sure.
And I'm gonna try and get in there. See if there's a flash of anything. Because he's thinking about
Get
his
in
new
there,
job
girl.
and the
Get in
plans and everything.
Go ahead and make
Barry,
a...
if I may, yeehaw.
Yeah, yeehaw.
Oh my god.
You can hear all this through the droid, by the way. I'm in a drone.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry's very interested.
Go ahead and make me an attune roll.
Okay. I am definitely pushing myself.
Okay. It's too stressed.
I'm trying to think of anything else that I could apply. I think it's just that, right?
Can I, like, since the advice that I gave her, like, help? I take 1 stress out of dice?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Could I help by saying that I gave this flower plant? Alright, taking
Absolutely.
1 stress.
1 stress.
So it's going to be +1 for each of them, and then +1 for my stress, because I am going to take stress for this still. I want this to
3
work.
bonus dice.
3 bonus.
Risky,
yeah.
controlled, or desperate? Risky, right? Unless.
I think this is
Unless.
desperate.
Controlled.
But we have so many factors that make this seem believable.
The effect is great.
Okay, so it's going to be desperate still, but it'll be okay.
Uh-huh.
3 bonus die. That's not too bad, though.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say that this is controlled. This is not desperate. I'm thinking about it. This is a different. This is a controlled with great. This is about the best setup that you can have.
Hell
Yeah, because we went hard for this.
Yes.
Okay.
Guard enough.
I had that ass backwards in my head.
Buses.
Bus.
Partial success. So,
Yeah, partial.
Desperate.
as you put your hand on Ray's hand, what do you think begins to happen?
Well, whenever I get in touch with the way, it's kind of a really strange experience for me. I get kind of like flashes of imagery. Sometimes I'll get a little bit of a better look at them, other times I won't. I wouldn't say I lose balance or anything, but I feel like I kind of zone out for a second and my eyes flicker black.
Your eyes begin to fade to black, and as you begin to navigate your way through feelings of awkwardness, sexual attraction, and confusion, you try to narrow in on the information that you're looking for. And you start to get closer to those areas of Ray's memories. Mails and back and forth natures of messages in regards to the jobs. Him sending out a CV to get this job over to some kind of management service for Governor Wilcox, somebody that processes all this information to find new jobs. And you get what you need. You get these access codes. You see Ray getting this, essentially, for all intents and purposes, a data burst, like just a straight up kind of email. And there is a moment where you realize that you think that Ray knows something is happening. There's a moment where that confusion begins to intensify, and you begin to realize that you've been looking through Ray's memories for too long. And you start to come back to yourself. What's going on? I feel strange.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Do you want to sit down for a second?
Why are you... why are you... were you in my head? What is happening? I feel weird.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to see what you liked.
What?
That's part of the package.
What do you mean?
Well,
Why are all the colors so bright?
Is he still close to the plant?
Yes.
I take the plant and I move it back.
Okay.
You might want to be
Please.
careful.
Make a make a prowess roll for me. Because you are trying to resist a consequence. And you are going to suffer 2 more stress as you try to avoid the effects of this plant partially yourself. And things look a little weird for you for a second. You can... little things are a little... distorted.
Oh, just real quick, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but there, like, we had a talk and I gave her like a heartfelt discussion or whatever, and I'm just wondering, because it's mechanical, would you say you followed my advice, Eden, or not? Or it was...
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I mean, is there a piece of advice in particular that you're referencing?
Just focus on the task at hand and don't think about the backups like so much.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I went straight for, okay, we are going to attempt to seduce him because that was the plan off the get-go.
The reason why I asked is because the heart-to-heart ability that I have is a weird one, because I can give you advice, but only it works if you follow it, and you clear one. We both clear 1 stress if you felt like you followed it.
I would say that she did.
Okay. So you can clear 1 stress.
Thanks.
And
Continue, I'm sorry.
take the plant away and you put it off to the side.
Are you okay?
I don't know. This is really weird. This is weird.
Well, this plant, specimen 21. Let me take
Yeah,
a look
it's
at
a
the card
plant.
here. Let's see. Oh. Don't sniff that for too long.
Why?
I think your friends wanted to have a little more fun than, initially thought. It has
Right.
psychedelic attributes.
Right. Are we supposed to have sex?
It's supposed to be a date.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Well, how about we leave this plan off to the side?
Your face is really pretty. And he just kind of puts a hand like on your nose.
Oh, thank you. You're very handsome yourself.
Thanks, my mom
So-
always said so.
How about this? We'll go ahead and we'll put all this to the side. Maybe get you a little bit of rest. Because you probably shouldn't be piloting feeling like this.
Yeah, I could sleep.
Okay. And from there, how about I take down your number or something to communicate with you?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Do you have it written anywhere?
Probably. Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can flick it over to you.
Okay.
Just give me your communicator.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
Do you want me to do it? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Can I take it down?
Wow. This is nice. Yeah. I have some rations. You want a ration?
No, I'm not hungry, but you should probably. Do you have anything to drink? I mean, other than the alcohol. Really thirsty? Okay, do you have anything on reserve for you to drink that's not alcoholic?
I mean, I've got water.
Okay. Maybe we get you some water.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll go and try and find where he has the water.
There's not a lot to this ship. It's a small hauler. There's really there's a small bunk that's there, and there's like a little half refrigerator kind of thing that's there. It's just a slot and it says refrigerator there. You open it up and you find there's a few bottles of water.
Okay. And I would have taken the bottle of liquor because they said that it's better chilled, and I'd put it in the fridge for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I come back to him. I give him some water. Okay. And make sure you drink this all, okay?
Okay.
You might want to breathe. Oh.
Whew. I was thirsty.
I could tell.
Are we gonna have sex?
Not today.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe
I'm gonna
next
take
time.
a nap.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll tuck him in. And I'll take one of the leaves. I'll pluck it from the bra. And I'll leave it next to him. I'll leave it there.
Oh, God. Get out of here.
And then I will take my leaf.
Stop it. Make it stop.
I love it.
I'm going to give you on the count of 3 to get out of there.
These issues
like
are
a
deep
branch
rooted
to
in my
break out.
childhood, so.
The airlock opens as Eden makes her way back onto Molly.
Oh, that was so anxiety inducing. How do people do that for money?
That seemed like it went well.
I felt my insides crumbling. I wanted to throw up everywhere.
I mean, you sounded like a pro, and don't worry, because we have it recorded.
Did he die?
Recorded that? No, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's just sniffed it a little too long. So he's taking
You
a little
did
bit
very
of a sleep.
well.
Oh, I say so. Here you go. Part of our deal. Barry, you owe me a credit for this.
Oh, that was not.
You thought I wasn't gonna be able to pull it off?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, he thought you were gonna pull it off. You just said he wanted this for later. Was I not supposed to say?
I ain't giving you no cred. Not for that.
I think I deserve more in terms of the profit on this thing. That was insane.
You seem like you did very well. How did the touch go? Did you extract a lot of information?
I got the codes. Yeah.
The Garden of Eden. I like that name.
Yeah,
I almost puked when he asked me what the name was.
I will say that line, I'm part of the deal, top tier.
Was it really?
Yes.
I saw
Top
that in
tier.
one of your videos.
That's pretty good.
It made me molt.
Okay. So let me get these down for you and I'll start sending the access codes over to Code.
Yes, please.
Good call.
My drone, was it useful?
I didn't have to use it.
Great.
Did you not see how quick that went? That was
You
so
were
fast. He got
very-
drunk so quick.
I was just.
What
I
a
was impressed.
lightweight.
So, the next part of the mission, are we proceeding in our own ship?
I mean, probably need to.
I
It
would
may
say
look
so.
suspicious.
Would it? We don't even. We have the schematics of the place. We could see if there's a docking area of some sort, and we can just leave it there. I'm pretty sure people make deliveries there all the time. Yes.
For plants,
Kind of
yeah.
strange if they didn't.
Yeah, with the access
Did we not
codes.
establish that it would be weird if we went in there in our cargo ship or not?
It'd be
not
weird if
remember.
we didn't have any reason.
Wasn't there multiple areas to enter? Or more.
It's not
What was
agricultural,
the
but
word? Illegal.
Well, they had
if
the
we-
maintenance tubes that we
Yeah.
could go through.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yes. We could set up our ship next to one of these, extend our airlock, and go in there one by one at any security gates that we reach. We have the code to get past them now.
I do
You have the
have.
code to get past them now.
Yeah, we have the code, and I got some. Well, you know, I got that disguise kit piece, and it worked last time. Okay, it worked.
Sir, saying that it worked is a stretch, to say the least.
An
They didn't
idiom.
know it. They didn't know it was me.
They didn't know it was you, yes, but I don't think they would have known it was you otherwise. I think you find excuses to use your disguise kit, sir.
It's a good mustache.
I will agree with you, sir, for the sake of argument.
Thank you. Thank you. It's got a voice modulator and other shit, and it works. It works all right.
I have a question about your disguise. Does it maintain the organism on your head, or does it cover it
This
up?
is my hair. You know what hair is.
You're the only person in the Great Ocean that I've ever seen with that type of hair.
How long have you been around the Great Ocean?
I'm quietly, plotting a course for the maintenance tubes while we're talking.
That's a good question. Let me get back to you with my calculations.
Yeah, you better.
After the mention of Barry's hair, I gently put my hand on Barry's elbow. This is to help your ego.
We learned that. Observational skills, a top par.
Yeah, it
I'm in
usually
competition.
goes along with seduction and other things, and that is not the vibe that I'm getting right now.
One credit, seduction, and payment, please.
No, why does he keep asking me for a goddamn credit? You're not getting a credit from me, Code.
I observed how you interact with others.
You don't walk up to people being like, "Give me a credit." No, I don't do that. That's
Vertigo, do you know how long our subject in the ship will remain sleeping?
I am quite surprised that they did not die, but perhaps it will give us a day and a half.
More than enough time.
Oh no.
He's gonna be knocked out for a day and a half? Why don't we just take his ship?
Did you leave specimen 21 on the ship?
actually that could work.
May I
If we took
suggest?
his
You-
ship?
Did you leave the plant on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't leave it anywhere near him, to clarify. I left it far, far away from him.
Did you close the box?
I would have probably closed the box, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
May I suggest that
We could.
we use our newly repaired grappling arm and tow the cashew to a less obvious position, because he is now in the direct lane from the jump gate to the agricultural
Yeah.
center.
Right. We also
We
don't
take
want to
him
get him
with
in
the- we-
trouble, though.
We take the ship with us to the maintenance tube. We leave it there once we are in and out. And he is hopefully none the wiser. Feels like he spent a time, well, a great time doing something that he probably doesn't want to talk about.
Did you leave evidence of bonding?
I left a little leaf from my bra that was sticking out, so he probably saw it.
This is perfect. Wow.
I make my way over to the console for the, or I pull up the console for the grappling arm. And, you know, since it's a stationary ship and not trying to avoid us, I feel like it'd be pretty easy to grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a helm roll. This is going to be a controlled roll.
If it's a helm roll, maybe Barry wants to do it.
I mean, if I see you going toward the console to try to handle the grappling hook again, I might.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll take my hand. You're right. After you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll handle that one for you.
Okay, it's a helm roll, controlled. And this is limited effect.
All right. Okay. I'm not even going to worry about bonus die. We'll see how that does. 6.
Thank goodness. Somebody's gonna bust the window.
That's what I expected.
You see the coil, like, helix out towards the ship. And then the industrial, like... The line goes taut.
I've
Amazing.
taken the liberty of laying in a course for the maintenance tube. The least visible one on the other side of the main entrance of the facility, so it's less likely that we'll be noticed.
Good. All right. I'll get us going then.
Peace. I am
What do we-
very happy about your ways, because you are somewhat acting as a Titanite, trade and barter. We take from them and give back. Now the deed is completed in full.
I accept
right.
your praise in the
Thank
manner
you.
that it was given.
I
Thank you.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll head that way. What are we gonna? If they hail us, what are we gonna say while we're towing his ship?
I'd rather we didn't get hailed, so
Well, but what if
Let's-
it happens? All right, they're gonna see 2 ships heading to their facility
if-
piece.
I would
it
assume that we
happens-
would say that we are assisting
Yeah, we
a
got a distress
inebriated and intoxicated pilot
There
get
we
to
go.
where he needs to go.
We hopped through
He was
the
in the
jump
way.
on our way to Ceres. Okay, yeah, saw that they were inebriated and decided out of the kindness of our heart to help. Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, we'd be hoping for a reward. That also fits. I could even flash our bounty license and
Wait a minute,
be
the
like,
deed was paid in full. Now we're taking again.
no, we don't want to have ourselves notified of them, because the whole point is we didn't want it pinned on us. So
Right.
we'll not show my license. Shit. All
What if we
right.
just take his ship?
We could do that. That might be honestly safer
It's
on a
smaller.
number of levels. It's a lot smaller too.
Warning. It seemed from the conversation that there wasn't much room on his ship in the first place. Second of all, if you do that, how would you explain A, him waking up because specimen 21, we have no idea what that does. B, why were we on the ship in the first place?
Just to clarify, even there was enough like standing room for people on the ship. There's one chair at the actual cockpit. There's no like co-pilot area, and there's the equivalent of like a small, like just a little walking area from the airlock to that chair, and then the bunk is like right there. There's like a really small toilet off to one side, and a lot of stuff is like built into the side of the ship, you know, lots of like hatches and things. So there would be enough standing room. You'd all kind of have to pack in there like sardines, but there's enough.
Oh, but what about the plants that we need to plant?
Yeah, it's a cargo ship, so like it's a little hauler, so there's room for hauling stuff on the outside of the ship. There's like crates that can kind of be attached to the side.
Okay,
But
so
if I
here's
may
the
bring
thing.
up a point, if we use the maintenance entrance, there will be less questions from human beings along the way. or living beings along the way.
Right. My only thing is, the ship will fit everyone and the plans that we need to plant. He's gonna be out for a day and a half, right? If we're taking his ship, it's gonna look less suspicious. We're part of his little itty bitty crew and he just is napping. He's really tired from the trip, you know? And that way he doesn't get in trouble. Because they feel bad.
He's going to get in trouble either way.
Yeah.
He's late for his assignment, or he will be late for his assignment.
It'll be in less trouble, but yeah, I think bringing Molly
This
up
way-
directly.
He can blame it on his gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Would you be all right with leaving Specimen 21 aboard his ship?
Alora?
It should be fine, unless the ventilation was lacking.
Oh.
Maybe
We've
swap
already
it with a
established
different
that-
plan?
We've already established that she's closed the box. The rest would be up to him. And as a botanist, I would think that would take the proper precautions, especially after what happened the first time.
He should be fine.
Okay.
I don't like that smile.
Well, if he's not fine, then I can take care of him.
We'll check on him before we leave.
Uh-huh.
Now, real quick, the schematics, did they show that it's like these maintenance tubes that you talk about? Would we fit, like, would a ship fit in there, or is it like individual
Oh, no.
sized?
They're like Jeffries tubes, the equivalent of Jeffries tubes moving through the station. So the ship, I mean, the ship isn't specifically designed to like go and, you know, fly like and gain access to the Jeffries tubes, like these maintenance tubes.
Right.
You'd have to be on the station first.
Oh, so you can't access them from the outside?
Correct. There might be.
Oh, fuck. Well, that...
You know what?
That blows holes in my entire plan, then.
There would be, actually. There would be. If they are maintenance tubes, there's probably only like 1 or 2 spots, though, in the whole area. Because they would require airlocks.
Okay,
So I'd say
maybe I should tell
there's
you.
like 2 points of entry for the maintenance tubes, we'll say.
Yeah, look, maybe I should tell you, Whack, what I'm thinking, and you tell me, like, since we've seen the schematic, you tell me if it's possible. My idea was that we use these maintenance tubes to go mostly, you know, unmolested by the guards and that kind of shit, or unseen as much as possible. We each, like, and that's another. The other question is, how many plants do we have? How many, like, of these things?
You have 5.
Is it
5 plants.
Okay, so
yeah.
so if we like each took one, we could all get in. So that's what I want to do. Strap a plant to each of our backs, or however we do it. Take it in, plant them, or, you know, make a bot plant them or whatever,
So you
and then
would-
get out.
You would have to divide them after you're in the station, because they're essentially all in an environmentally controlled crate right now.
Yeah, we'd just be pushing the crate in front of one of us.
Would the crate fit in the tube?
The maintenance tube, is there one that's closer to the security section than the other? Because that's probably where we would want to go first.
Let me answer Peace's question first. Yes, it would fit in the tube, but barely. It would be like that episode of Friends where they're trying to move the sofa.
Okay.
Pivot.
Would it be in 0G?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I could do it because I have like built-in like for my like with spacesuit stuff, like the retro rockets or the air blast or whatever.
Sure.
We do have one more objective. We need to hack the site to show that the plants have been there for a while.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I suggested we try the security place first. Because then we have the ability to loop the cameras, because we're closer. And we can also go ahead and try to see if the logs are over there, or I can't really think of where else they'd be. Maybe in one of the
also have
agricultural
access.
domes?
Would the computers on the station be interconnected? Is what I'm asking, because if they are interconnected, you could access any station from anywhere. I'm just trying to come up with a plan that has the least amount of eyes on us.
Yeah.
Going through the security station seems like the most risky.
What if I can access it from the outside, but we'd have to get there first to find out. If push comes to shove, I'm getting better. Maybe we can find a storage unit area that has, I don't know, you spoke of disguises. What if there's some kind of disguise that you can all wear and walk around freely? Well, not freely, but less suspiciously. If you were to get caught.
Well, I've got this old thing here. It's like this old, weird-looking religious outfit.
Remember
it's got like
what,
a little veil.
Remember
Just wrap
what?
my hair.
Who gave us this job again? Sorry.
This is Jakov.
There we go.
Yakov.
Remember what Jakov said. This is not a heavily secure facility. If there are a sparse amount of guards, the chances of them knowing each other is great. And if they see people they do not know, their suspicions will be raised.
Good point. So, I say we get there first, then if I can hack from the outside, we develop a plan from there. If not,
I think you'd be able to tell. You wouldn't be able to hack from outside. You might be able to from the maintenance tubes, though. There might be some kind of, area you might be able to splice into.
Leave it to me.
Okay. Are we
Let us
ready
make
then?
our way to the maintenance tubes.
All right, and that's a good place for us to end the episode today.
Oh,
God, it's on time. What the fuck?
Time flies when you're sexing up a plant daddy.
It's just this show is so anime. I just lose it. I'm living my dreams right now.
That shit was bomb, though. I gotta say, like, that went off better than I thought it was going to.
So awesome. Oh, fucking
It was
random.
just so fun to play Ray.
I love Ray. I felt so fucking bad. I was like,
I need to make this dude as lovable and chill as possible.
so innocent.
As soon as
I
I
don't know
knew
why
you
you
were
feel
gonna
bad for the guy, man. He had the time of his life, dude.
Right? He doesn't even know what the fuck happened. He's
when
gonna
he
wake up
tells
like,
the
I scored.
story, he had sex like 5 times.
Definitely. Psychologically, bro.
If he's going down for this, if he's getting blamed for all of this shit, he's had sex in the story.
And he's spending, he might even quit his job to spend the rest of his life looking for more Specimen 21.
Developing it.
Like, it's not in any of the books. Where the fuck? How can I get my hands on more of this? I'll be rich.
I kind of want, if everything goes well, I kind of want to do something for him. Like, I just feel so fucking bad.
It's an imaginary character.
Indeed.
Facebook would have been lit, let me tell you.
Great
Notice
session,
how
everybody.
none of us felt bad when we straight up accidentally murdered a guy.
That's because Barry did it.
Great session, everybody. Good job. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. As always, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. We're gonna do some shout outs and some end of session stuff, and we're gonna go around the room to do that. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club, no spaces, to go follow them in all the places. And if you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these wonderful people. If you want to support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that in a non-monetary way is to check out us on Twitch, which is Tablestory there, on YouTube, Tablestory there as well, and at a Tablestory on Twitter. And come hang out in our Discord, tablestory.tv/Discord. Come hang out and talk to all these people that we have in our wonderful community that are interested in TTRPGs like you. And we have channels for all the different shows, and we've got a Looking for Group channel as well. So if you're looking to find a group to play some TTRPGs with, come hang out. Let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs. I think we should start with Faye today.
Hi, everybody. My name's Faye Lynn. Phelan. I played Eden today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching. It was a real blast today, and I think everybody else had a really good time with the episode too. Make sure you go follow all these wonderful human beings. They're great role players, great streamers, great people. So go check out everybody, and make sure you follow and sub to Tablestory. As for me, you can find me as Phelan on Twitch and Twitter. I play video games and stuff. That's me. But as for end of session with Eden, let's see here. Honestly, I think I should get an experience for Garden of Eden, but that's just me. But you express a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. Oh yeah, so the whole planning, I don't know if this applies in terms of wisdom, but Eden was really involved in planning everything to begin with. And if not that, then obviously, you know, she actually used the way by using the touch in order to get that imagery of the access codes.
I'd say 2 XP.
Sick. Okay. And let's see. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I mean, not really, other than the fact that she really, really didn't want to, like, she made it very clear she didn't want to hurt or kill him or anything like that, but I don't think that really applies.
I would agree.
Struggle with your vice or traumas? No. So just the 2, I think.
2 XP. Okay. Thank you so much, Faye.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke, why don't you go next?
Can I just say I love this wrap-up music? It's time to wrap it up now.
I've already set it up to give it to the Oscars.
All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you guys for watching. Fun episode today. My name is Ezekiel the Third. You can find me at or / Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Ezekiel the Third, all spelled out on Instagram and TikTok. I broadcast most every day at 10 a.m. Pacific, doing lots of different stuff. Tomorrow is going to be a really fun one because Immortality, a new FMV game, comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to play it. FMV games are all my jam. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let's do it. Let's get our stuffs. I marked down my desperates, which I think I only had 1, but I marked down the desperate roll.
Okay.
So I got that. Address a tough challenge with deception or influence. I'm going to take 2 on that one because I did it a lot this episode.
I would agree.
Mm-hmm. And then the other ones I didn't do at all. So 2 and it.
Okay.
I did not express my beliefs, drives, or heritage. Not this episode. And did I struggle an issue for my vice? Nope.
All right. Thank you so much, Zeke.
Thank you.
Dan.
Hello. I'm Domestic Dan, playing Barry Hendricks today, and yeah, you can find me Domestic Dan everywhere. I'm like mostly not jet lagged today, so that was nice. But yeah, in terms of Barry, the only thing I can think of maybe today, because Barry didn't do a whole lot. He was kind of a fly on the wall and enjoying being that. Might be drives, specifically just trying to weasel as much cred out of Yakov as possible.
I'll give you an XP because I feel bad for you. It's a pity.
Okay, fair. I'll take the 1 there. But that's about it. That's really all I contributed. But
if it makes you feel better, my entire life I just have pity XP, just personal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's how I've made it
Let's
this
be
far.
pity together. Other than that, though, yeah. Molly, experience-wise, I think potentially like no contending challenges above our station. There was no maybe a successful extraction from Eden. But I don't know if that we consider.
I don't think
we
so.
extracted information.
Yeah, that's
not a
about
bounty.
It.
Yeah. Not yet.
Reputation didn't change because the whole point is we're trying to be quiet right now.
It's going great.
Goals, drives, inner conflict, essential nature of the crew. We kind of maybe specifically trying not to kill him.
Yeah.
We were kind of establishing that we don't really want to kill someone who's innocent, which I would say would be kind of fit with the essential nature of the crew.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. Go ahead and mark an XP for that.
Okay, so Molly gets an XP there.
Good job.
Well, that's me.
That's my girl.
Good job, buddy. Technique, what you go next?
I'm Tech Frank. Play Code. Oh, Code. What am I supposed to do?
Who are you? Where can people find you?
Why am I naked?
Twitch.tv/technique or twitter.com/techniquetv. I do a lot of things. I'd rather be doing TTRPGs all the time. All right, great. I feel like myth now. It's rubbing off. The experience wise, so I planned the hell out of this damn thing with people. I made lingerie, made some leafage,
Had a flashback,
flashbacks, we hacked, learned about Plant Daddy and asteroids with a money sign.
Definitely get 2 for that one.
Sweet. Oh. All right, calm down there. Oh God, I don't know if I can get rid of that.
You just go back 1. Just click on the previous one.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's say you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, and background. I'm gonna say that was more Alora than me. Dealing with the plants and organisms and stuff like that, since that was a huge part. Struggle with your vice and trauma? Nope. I think we're good. Not yet.
Okey-doke.
I did get an experience for insight. Insight.
Okay.
Because I had a desperate action in it. Does it need to be successful, or is it just in general?
No.
Oh, okay.
Making the roll.
Cool. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much, buddy. Last but not least, Stella.
Hello, I'm Stella Luna on Twitch, Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I'm a TTRPG performer and producer. I basically run little shows where I hire people to play, so if you're brand new to TTRPGs, let me show you how. But for today, I don't think Alora addressed a tough challenge with insight or compassion, and I don't think Alora has at any point so far.
I mean, wait, hold on. Because Alora was very concerned over Eden, and went out of her way to make sure that there were plants that she had on hand in order to protect herself. I think that's that's very much so having compassion, because she was aware that she would be uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, it's like, here's pretty mace.
Pretty much.
Pretty mace.
Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Definitely drives in the sense that Vertigo is into some weird shit. And it's like, here's a tentacle glove, by the way. You know, here's a box with a mysterious psychedelic plant in it. Yeah, so I would say that definitely counts. And then did not struggle with vices or traumas during this session.
Okay.
So 2.
I like that Vertigo has become kind of our MacGuffin machine. It's like, what do you need? I can whip something up. You need a glove with tentacles? I got it. I got one for you.
I'm your
If it's slimy,
How about some crazy purple knockout gas?
Maybe a little veiny, you know?
Those sacks, though.
You can find all that in the Garden of Eden.
That's it.
Listen, Ray's
Okay.
head.
Thank you so much, Stella. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your GM of Doom. I drag the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, as always, chat, for being here. Much love, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you to my wonderful cast. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Zeke. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Technique, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow for Kingmakers at 4 p.m. Eastern. The wonderful show run by Pumpkinberry. Faye is on that as well. Completely the opposite vibe on that show.
Some serious stuff.
From hilarious anime to intense trauma and amazing political stuff and weird magic. So go check that out. We've got a lot more planned for Tablestory, so keep your eyes open. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Kingmakers. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.